It's the Tony Tone Show, Vintage Sound 93.1 FM. It's no secret that I love interviewing people, especially when it comes to guests on the MockLink Celebrity Hotline. The next person to join me in just a moment, you've seen him on Sopranos. He played Bobby Baccalieri. He's also in the specialty food business, and you can see him Friday nights on CBS with the show Blue Bloods. Oh, my goodness. I can't wait to tell you that Steve Schirripa is on the show. Let's see if I can pull him up right over here. Steve Schirripa, hello.
Tony, how are you, baby?
Man, I love talking to you. This is like your third or fourth appearance on the show.
Yeah. How you doing? What part of Iowa are you?
So we are right outside of the Quad Cities in Muscatine, Iowa. We're about 3.5 hours from Chicago, where I grew up. And this is God's country, baby. What can I tell you?
Oh, yeah, you're in the middle of nowhere, right?
Well, not necessarily. Like, we have a lot of industry in this town. We have this company called Hahn, makes a bunch of office chairs and office furniture. It's the second biggest in the world. And, we got a lot of stuff going on, man, surprisingly.
Oh, good.
And I got to tell you, yesterday, I was getting ready to leave work, and my coworker that works up front said, Tony, are you expecting a bunch of boxes in the mail? And
Beautiful.
One of those boxes had, and I'm not just saying this because you're on the show, my favorite spaghetti sauce. Dude, Uncle Steve's.
It's good, man. I'm glad you got it. You got to watch out. There's people always, a lot of times I send it to the cats on the radio, and somebody steals it or steals some of the jars or opens it or something. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad you got it all intact.
I tell you what, the first time you sent it, probably 2 or 3 years ago at this point, I brought it home, and it was one of those things where my wife and I are looking at each other, and we're like, how did this come out of a jar? Because it tastes homemade.
Yeah, man, it's really good. We're in about 3,500 stores now and growing, and we're still not in Iowa yet for some reason, but you can go to UncleStevesNY.com. Put in Steve18, you get a 15% discount today. But listen, all the ingredients is in the front of the label. There's no nonsense in it. There's no phony stuff. It's all natural. It's organic. It's gluten-free, non-GMO. I mean, it's sauce that we eat, me and my wife eat. I mean, my wife hasn't made sauce in years, And so, I mean, it's a really good product, and we're doing well. We're coming out with a pizza sauce, so I have to send you some of that. That's coming out very shortly. And, like I said, our website blows up. It's UncleStevesNY.com, and that's it, man. It's good. It's in some big stores across the country. It's in Whole Foods and stuff like that, and different places. And we're just about in every state. So I'm sure we'll be in Iowa soon. But in the meantime, you can get it there. You can get it on Amazon.
Well, Steve, I'll tell you this much. We got these big Hy-Vee grocery stores in Iowa, and they're in Minnesota. And the boss of the store that employs 300 people, this is a big store. I mean, we're tight. We're friends. I don't know. I could recommend that they carry it.
All right. We'll recommend them, and, we'll see. Let us know. Let me know.
All right. I will do that.
Let me know. We'll send the guy some sauce, see if he likes it.
Hey, that's
He might like ragu. You don't know what people like. You appreciate sauce, but not everybody does. Some people just look at the. I remember we were at one of these food shows, and this woman owned 10 stores. She was a tough woman down south, and she was going, "I like my brown sugar in my sauce. I love brown sugar. If there's no brown sugar, I won't eat the sauce." So I don't know. I never heard of that, to have brown sugar in the spaghetti sauce, but it's whatever you like, I guess.
It is tough to make everybody happy, but but for me, growing up outside Chicago, my grandma, my dad's mom, who was 100% Irish. I'm Irish and Sicilian, but somehow my 100% Irish grandma, God rest her soul, could cook like she was 100% Italian.
Yeah, that's what my mother too. My mother wasn't Italian, and she cooked like she was Italian. So
it's absolutely.
Listen, the thing with this jar sauce, nobody's got time to sit there like our grandparents and cook all day, and a lot of them didn't work, and they cooked and constantly all day long and on Sundays. And who's got time for that? You got kids, you got soccer practice. Mom and dad are both working in a lot of places. So who's got time? You don't have time anymore.
It's tough. You still having fun on Blue Bloods?
Yeah, it's a great show. This third season. I signed on for 15 episodes, and I got a big one tomorrow night. I got a really good episode, and we shoot it here all over the city, all over New York, and show's doing better than ever. It's the highest-rated show on Friday nights, and happy to be a part of it, man.
I tell you what, it's a great show, and you got to be happy with what happened last night with your Yankees, huh?
Oh, yeah, I was there a couple nights ago. I mean, I hope they should get to the World Series. They'll win one out of those two in Houston. Hopefully it's the first one. But and I tell you what, the stadium compared to the old stadium, this is the first time the new stadium has been, people have come alive.
That's good.
They come alive in the new stadium, because before that the seats are so expensive, and sometimes you go to the games and they don't even watch the game. They're on their phones and they're drinking wine,
right?
Bottles of wine to your seat at a baseball game. Wrong, man.
What can you tell me, Steve? What can you tell me? Because I wish I had like a half hour to talk to you, but I want to touch on Wonder Wheel, the Woody Allen movie. We shot it last year in Coney Island. It takes place in the 50s. Kate Winslet, I'm sure she'll get nominated for Academy Award. I saw the movie Saturday night. It's really good. One of Woody Allen's better ones, and I was happy to be a part of it. I'm in 3 or 4 scenes, and I worked 8 days on it with him, and he's been a hero of mine. So I think it's a good movie. It comes out December 1st, Wonder Wheel. Coney Island takes place like on the Justin Timberlake's in it. Wow.
Really good movie.
Well, I tell you what, you are staying so busy, and the sauce, again, is fantastic. Is it a thing where when you started rolling out the sauce, do you send it to friends? Are you still pals with some of the Sopranos guys? Have they had it?
Sure, they've all had it.
Okay.
Tony Sirico, Michael Imperioli loves it. Absolutely. I keep in touch with not everybody, but most of those guys. Johnny Sack just asked me, he's doing a charity thing. I sent him over a basket of sauce,
Oh, man.
So, no, we keep in touch, not all of us, but I just went to the game the other night with Lorraine Bracco.
Oh,
the Yankee game.
So, Steve, I talked to her.
We keep in touch.
She is so wonderful. When I talked to her, I told her that my oldest son, he's 5, his name is Henry, and I said, I can't wait to show him Goodfellas in a couple of years, not right away. Right? Not right away.
Yeah, she's good. No, so, look, everybody's doing their own thing, but we still keep in touch, and for the most part, most of us. And I ran into Vinny Pastore and Fiorio, Federico. I ran into him at a charity thing, and everybody's around.
Well, good. I'm so happy to have you back on the show. UncleStevesNY.com. We're going to get the sauce in Hy-Vee. As God is my witness, I'm going to make it happen.
All right, we'll do it. Let's do it, pal.
And I'll see you on Blue Bloods, 9 o'clock Central for us on CBS tomorrow night. Buddy,
tomorrow night, I got a good one. Tune in.
I can't wait.
Talking to you as always.
Steve, thanks, man. Take care, buddy.
See you, pal.
Bye.